Hi there, Tad Hargrave from Marketing for Hippies. One of the most common rationalizations I hear for pushy, aggressive marketing is that, well, if they don't buy now, they're not going to buy. Yeah, you've got them in the room now, and if they don't buy today, that's it. This is your one chance. They're sitting in front of you, right now, and if you don't close them, they're going to walk away and they're going to buy from somebody else. So it just has to happen right now. And I don't think that's true. By the numbers, statistically, I was talking with a colleague of mine, Ross O'Loughlin, maybe 15% of people, I suppose this depends on industry and what you're buying, but 15% of people in his scenario bought today and 85% of them bought tomorrow. Down the road they bought. Almost nobody buys today. Let's just say it's an 80-20 thing at least. Only 20% of people in the room are even likely to buy. Only 20% of people you sit with are likely to buy, depending how well you filter. Most people just don't buy today when it's the first exposure to you. Mostly they buy tomorrow, they buy later, down the road. I can't even tell you how many people I've had. Ross and I were just talking about this the other day. People have been on our list for years, never buying anything, and then it was finally time. If they don't buy today, it is not the end of the story. This is the kind of thing like, well, if you go on a date with somebody and they don't go to bed with you that date, you'll never go to bed with them. What? That's insane. In fact, by pushing too hard on the first date, you may never get a second date. Well, if they don't marry you in the first year, you'll never get married. What? No, in fact, if you push on that too hard, you may kill the chances of it. You see what I'm saying? In a lot of other areas of life, we understand that it takes time. Well, if you plant that seed and it doesn't grow immediately, it's never going to grow. No, it's growing now. And different plants grow at different speeds. There's, the Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years before you see anything come above ground. It's all the root system for the first 5 years, as I understand. And some probably grow very quickly, immediately. You can see it almost the next day. There's probably that. But in business, in marketing, most of your business comes later through building the relationship. You know how it is. There's some workshop, seminar you would love to go to. If it was in your area and the timing was right and you had the money, you would go. I mean, they don't need to convince you. It's just timing and time and place, location. So you may have that for things and other people have that with you. And you just got to stick around long enough. Keep sharing what you do with people. And I promise you, years down the road, you'll have somebody say to you, I've been following you for years and I just knew it was time. And who knows why? There's a lot of mysterious shit that you have no control over. So they had a dream. They read a book. It reminded them. They stumbled across a YouTube video yours again. I've had that. People said, yeah, I remember your work from years ago and one of your YouTubes popped up and I watched it and it made me think, oh, I got to reach out to him again. Amazing. I have nothing to do with that. I had no say in that. But what we do have a say in is sticking around, showing up, continuing to share our work, and acting in a way that makes it more likely that 100% of the people who are going to buy anyways buy. And none of the other ones don't. Out of all the people who might actually buy from you, because most aren't, most it's not a fit, of those people who are going to buy, who are a fit, who are a yes, only 15-20% of them will buy now. The rest will be later. So you just got to be there later and stay in touch with them. This is why email lists, this is why social media is you're making yourself very available to stay in touch with so they can find you easily when the time is right. They don't forget your name, who you are. Anyways, lots of ways to do that. But that's the thought. This panic that gets created by if you don't sell them right now, you've lost them forever is not true. And I really invite you to think about other places in your life where that's patently, obviously not true. In fact, the very opposite is the worst advice you could give. So there you go. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Please hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon. You'll be notified when new videos are up. And come over to Instagram. Check me out there at Marketing for Hippies. Thanks.